Old Aquinas Reds coming up against Melville in two of the closest grand final teams on paper you could ever have. Rick Charlesworth, you join me up here. You've got to be ready. You've got to be excited. You can't pick a winner in this one.
Well, no, I really can't. These are both very good teams. There's a bunch of outstanding players, some of the best players in the country, some of the best players in the world playing in today's game, and nothing between them. They met in the second semi-final and was decided by one goal, and I expect that it'll be a couple of moments of brilliance by someone that perhaps makes the difference today.
Best of luck to all involved. We'll see who raises the cup at the end of this evening. Ball goes back for Gears. Not an immediately high press here from the Reds. They want to see the first play come at them. Foster shot the line. Just got up in the face of James Day and affected the ball to go out over the line. Day also a very pivotal one this afternoon.
He'll be throwing lots of long passes, as he always does. And his high balls are very penetrating.
Just out of reach of Samuel Gears, down in the far corner. Give the Reds their first look at the ball. Good contact through the middle of the park. A great deflection from Foster, or it might have even been Day. Doesn't matter who the beneficiary is. Reds just outside the circle. It's got to go back a little bit.
Well, De Filippo, a very good dribbler there. Changed direction quickly twice. Won the free.
Zaluski pushed it wide. He's going to get it back inside the circle here. Tim Gears trying to stop him doing his best. Ball just free underneath the line. And we go over the baseline. That's the talent I've spoken out before. Aaron Zaluski causing absolute havoc early, just able to turn under everyone.
Well, De Filippo won the free, then they played it into the circle, and Zaluski had half a chance there. Pretty good work by Charter, but he was required to do well because he was in a dangerous position, Zaluski.
Ball at the top, Melville trying to play it over in front of everyone, just a little bit too far in front. Jake Staines looked the goods there, just pushed it a little bit wide of himself.
Well, it was Ben Staines to Jake Staines. He was inside the circle, was in a pretty good position. Probably could have done better there. Would have liked to get a shot on.
Here's a reset. Hall had a little look at direct. Now they'll come in on the 45-degree angle. A good deflection from Matt Willis, just near the inside post.
And sometimes you see that ball go in. Pace smacked it in, and Willis did well on the reverse, and it was only a metre wide, and the goalkeeper only needs to be wrong-footed, and that ball trickles in.
He was very cute with it, but then it still was too big of a deflection. Opportunities already popping up in this game. Hammy Jones just spinning around at the back, forcing the striker to burn a little bit of energy, coming backwards and forwards. Now they try relieve over the top. Day only just manages to bring that one down out of the air. Sorry, it's Trent Potter over there.
De Filippo chose to wait behind. If Trent Potter had missed it, then he would have been in business.
Tim Gears relays back out wide. Now for Day over the top. Defender came into the space.
Yeah, Smythe came in and he got it. I'm surprised. Maybe it could have been play on, but
Gears tried to go direct. Nicely stolen just at the top of the circle. The Reds want to break away here. Ian Smith now goes inside. Zaluski Gives it down in the corner. Kleinschmidt, so dangerous when he lays it across the face. This time just a long corner. Salewski.
And we saw the interception there from Smith earlier. And then he ran the ball. He's a very effective player.
Hayes had a big impact late in the game last week. Just a little bit loose, Kleinschmidt there.
He got it with one hand and he just tried to knock it onto a foot, and Pace did well.
Hammy Jones just poking the stick in the middle there, just making sure it's going to be interrupted, heading out wide. Trying to go direct through the middle. Good chance, Matt Willis to centre again.
Smythe there again. It's Smith or Smythe? What do you think?
I like Smythe.
I might be wrong. I've got a feeling you're right, but it looks like Smythe to me, the way it's written.
Looks like Smythe. Sure he doesn't mind.
Well, he's already been pivotal. He's coaching this team, of course, and playing. It's a big task, but he's certainly, in this final series, been a very significant player.
Did you get 2 medals?
I don't know if the coach gets one, that's the deal. Robinson does well, he receives, finds Zalewski. Real crispness about the pass, and this is a quality match.
Foster just sits and waits and now turns for the corner. Just pushes it a little bit far in front of him. Never gave up on it. The crowd giving him a little bit of chat. They want to get in the youngster's head early.
Well, Hall was there shadowing him, did his job, and there's Foster got his stick on that ball.
Good deflection.
He's going to put pressure on Day's overhead.
Back to Day again. A recycle through Mitchell Pace. The press is really solid here from Old Aquinas. Just forcing the issue, making Melville go down wide. Nice flick ball over the top. I think that almost could have gone the other way. Penalty corner. Right, hard done by it.
Yeah, Jennings pushed. I thought that the Hyder was comfortably in position to get that ball. Didn't necessarily like that one. Jennings got to be careful. I think he got a yellow card in an earlier game. So he's a robust player. He's got to be careful.
Right at halfway, Old Aquinas. 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. Just playing it onto his own foot, Xavier Jennings. No, must have been the other foot. Zach Rackus onto the field now.
Ball to Hayes and a good tackle by Reynolds. And you don't get time and space in a match like this. There's contests all over the field and quality. And there's Brodie Foster trying to block the overhead, but not good enough. Good ball to Pace. He does well.
Inside, chance on goal. Just was stiff in the hands. Jake Staines. Just awkward jerking motion at the ball.
Well, he had his hands apart. The ball just spilt into the space ahead of him. There's the ball from Pace. And you won't get a better chance than that. And we saw in the earlier game, if you don't take those chances, it can cost you. Early on in the match, the ball spilt and well, he could have scored.
Still scoreless in the opening term. Tim Gears beats the one-on-one. That was really crisp. Goes outside for Ranford. Ranford looks to centre the top of the D. Just a little touch off Smith. Little boot involved there as well. Ranford outside again. Good deflection inside. Goal line. Keeper had to get the boot stuck in. Back of the stick, just slam it out of there.
Well, another quality chance there, and well handled by Walker. He needed to intervene. And there Palmer jumps in front, as you have to do if you're a defender. Long pass, you've got to make sure you get in front.
Willis across the face again. A little deflection of the stick of Hyder.
It's McDougall, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry, McDougall.
And well, he makes the trap there, and he's in business right in front.
They need to
Chances
sniff out
coming
here.
thick and fast, aren't they?
It's only going to take one. Just need to convert. Smith, Smythe. Take your guess. Casually running up the pitch. Just going to go back around. Robinson
He's a cool customer.
Just threw that wide. Hammy Jones didn't want it. Thought there was a man out there. Big error. Sold me as well. I thought the pass was definitely going to someone.
Yeah, well, little misunderstanding, and so the ball remains in Melville's attacking part.
Gears, where's the first tackle? Well, and gets the penalty corner. Attacks the ball nicely there, Tim Gears. Good skipper run.
Well, there's the breakaway, and Hayes knows as soon as he made the tackle, he knew, whoops, Gears was interfered with. Corner early on in the game.
Big chance here for Melville. Ben Staines will set up a battery 1. James Day at 2.
Both of them very good options. Got a feeling they'll go to Day.
Day through the legs, firing right post, great kick out. Hayden Walker gets the left knee involved and says, we'll just have another long corner, thank you very much.
Pretty good option, really. They run today. You get time to the second battery. Ben Staines' shot was pretty good, but not really good, and Walker did very well.
Ball just out far side. Foster gets the body involved. Just charging through them all.
Well, nobody jumps in front of Foster without knowing that they've got to avoid a contest.
Zalewski, great ball down into the corner. Just runs over the line for a long corner. Daniel Robinson had half a chance there.
Pretty good tackle. It needed to be.
It was slip and a tumble. 5 minutes to go. Trying to get inside again. Zalewski tracking it nicely, but just goes a little bit wide. Wow, there's balls just at the back there. It might go down Grant Schubert's sideline. Have you seen these first couple of minutes play out?
Yeah, I think the guys are pretty nervous. I just went across to both benches and they all seem pretty quiet. So as we've seen Melville had some really good opportunities there and just sort of fumbled inside the circle. So it's going to be who scores first here that I think really put the other team under pressure.
Thank you very much, Grant. Tate tries to go underneath. Messy old ball through midfield, allowed to play on. Robinson keeps screaming down the left-hand side for his team.
Mitchell Tate did well and got through, but then a bunch of contests in the middle of the field, real scramble. You got to win those contests if you're going to win.
Smith's ball a little bit wide of Rackus. Another one you just don't want to get excited tonight. Foster gets up and about. If Rackus get up and about, they can score quickly this front line. Kleinschmidt will have a day out, just whacking balls at their faces, expecting them to flick them in. Good recycle. Final pass just not quite there to exit out of their own half. Zalewski wins the free midfield, fishes it on the feet.
And Zalewski wants to play on all the time. Dropped it into the space. And the players at the front, Rackus and Foster, were looking in another direction.
I can confirm too, it's Ian Smith.
Smith? There you are. See? Looks like Smythe, but it's Smith.
Thank you very much down there on sideline. Good intel.
Yeah. Well, I thought you were right. I know him as Nashi, of course. That's his nickname. But we now have the definitive answer. Dougal pushed, only gently.
Goes down left corner. Big chance to come inside again from Matt Willis. Read nicely across the back though.
A clever player, Roy Palmer. He did well to get in front and he did well to keep the ball in. Now Zaluski misses an easy one.
Would have been good, that little 1-2 sideline. Would have complemented everything you were saying. Trent Potter, not afraid to bang it in.
And a bit of diving perhaps there by Willis.
I think he had to dive anyway to get the ball, and then he tried to sell it like he didn't mean to go down.
Yeah.
Under 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. It's been good both ways. Red skipper gets that free down the sideline.
And no one gets it, but they're not in the contest. Every time you get it, you've got someone in your face.
Kleinschmidt, don't mind that for a ball. No one could benefit from it this time, but we'll only see more of that. Ross Hall puts on a little clinic down the sideline.
Well, he's using his leg to keep the tackling away. You're actually not allowed to do that, but got away with it. Long corner. Yeah, they let the ball go. And Harmy Jones leaves it there. He's not going to help Melville.
Sitting at the top here, Ben Staines. Tries to get the 1-2 off a little deflection.
The two brothers going for the combination. Didn't get it.
Racker's pushing hard. Just was a little bit wide of him, but he gets the first touch on there. Committed to it all the way to the line.
In 50 seconds. Can either team make a chance? Or Ross will take it. If you go over, then you can end up with the ball in your circle in attack. That's what you want. But Rourke Palmer's in front.
Harmy Jones might just put this one return to sender.
I think he might. But there's no one higher for the Reds. And that's a contest.
Yeah.
And
Zaluski.
now 20 seconds. Zaluski, you've got to try and get to the circle, don't you?
Got to ping it down to one of the corners, then get it in.
Well, they've got time. They've got time. You've got to get it in there now, Harmy Jones.
Deflection, no. Defensive deflection, runs this one over the sideline.
Spectators on the other side from Aquinas and Melville, and they're enjoying it. They'll enjoy it more if their team gets ahead.
Kears didn't like what was in front of him, so just recycle back and through, and Hall has got to make a decision here. Goes to the Gears, who was 2-on-1.
Well, he thought he'd take him on. Kleinschmidt went for the steal. He thought he'd got it, but wasn't allowed. Jennings does well to take down the overhead, and Aquinas are back in business.
Good little turn and go. A lot in front of the old Reds here. Kleinschmidt down into the corner, is going to receive it back. Plenty floating across. Oh, Brody Foster just needed that to miss one more stick, and he was in.
Yeah, good interception though. Potter in position, just as he was before the quarter time break, and played it out. The ball movement's pretty good though. There's real quality about the skills and slickness about the passing. Someone will mess it up now.
Foster's lying down in the middle. Is it a goal? Brody Foster's claiming a touch.
Foster's claiming it. He's claiming he touched it. Gee, it looked like he did. I must say he got in front. Dan Johnson couldn't be sure, and Nathan Jennings wouldn't have seen it. And Foster's not happy.
Take a look and see what.
He jumped in front. It looked like he might have got a touch on it.
Really hard to tell on those really quick balls into the circle.
Sorry, yeah, Grant?
Yeah, they're really hard to tell, those quick ones into the circle there. Look, he may have got a touch on it, but when it's moving so quick and so many players inside the circle, it's very hard for the umpires to make a decision there.
Well, I think it's nigh on impossible. Unless he's confident about it, he has to give that decision. What he's saying, though, is it was a breach.
There was a push previously. Someone was on the floor. Penalty corner. Quickly taken. Nice and wide. Just a little bit pushy from Ian Smith. Yeah, previously, just before that, there was one of the attackers from the Reds on the floor, and I think they're going back for the advantage there. Not giving the 5 metres of space in defence.
That's what I'm surprised about Shuby, because if it wasn't hit by Brody, then where did it come off? He's saying it came off the foot of the other team.
Yeah, I think that's what I saw from here, that maybe it come off the Melville defender's foot. So, look, it's, as I said, it's pretty hard from the sideline here to see that one.
And of course, the other option, I mean, Brody might have got a touch on it. He certainly reckoned he did, and onto the foot. But of course, then ended up in the goal. Well, we'll never know. We didn't get to see the replay.
Nice little flick over the top. Staines wisely watched away by Charter.
A little touch on it there by Hayes.
Yeah.
It could have easily been a corner.
Straight through the middle. No penalty given so far. Just allowing things to roll through at the moment. Kleinschmidt flicks on the outside. Hard ball get. Did well to keep it in. Just by territory for the Reds. And just hear the audio level from the crowd starting to build here. It's getting a little bit more involved as this game progresses on. Almost slipping over down the sideline. Good to push it forward then Jennings.
He jumped in front, but then he didn't make the trap.
Gonna roll backwards here. Reds, they're still really high, pushing in the corner. That one just too wide of Mitchell Tate. Two balls on.
Well, perfect balmy conditions. This is the weather you want to play hockey in.
Past halfway.
Real skill. Look at the passing.
Chance, one-on-one in goals. Just got to crack it at him. Marcus DeFilippo had all rights to have a go there and just overcooked it a little bit, more than a little bit too much.
Well, Trent Potter didn't make the interception. It felt that DeFilippo had time to line up and he'd be unhappy with that shot.
Kleinschmidt steals again. Wants to play this forward for Foster. Coming backwards, just a foot outside. No. Foster not happy again.
Well, there was contest in there. Looked like it was foot of the other team, but Melville are away.
Gears down the sideline. A little Gears who wins the free.
And Kleinschmidt's always looking for those little interceptions. There's a ball into the circle. Ooh, yeah, probably fair. Lockley was always going to be under that ball.
Hammy Jones wants to go midfield. Robinson doesn't deal with the sticks well enough. Jake Staines gets the breakaway. They find a little bit of space out the right. Ben Staines back for Jake inside, kept it off his foot. Long corner. Staines connection starting to build. Gears plays it quickly, trying to jab it around the defender. Not quite there for Hall.
Well, chances being made at both ends. Neither defence is good enough to stop their opponents from getting penetration.
Just across the back. Good ball forwards. Reds just sitting, waiting about 30 yards out from their line.
Foster just running across the front, trying to cause interference. But every time the ball's received, you're confronted with an opponent. And it's the little break that will occur, or the missed trap that occurred there when Trent Potter didn't quite trap. And there's an interception by Zalewski.
Takes it on the inside. Obvious intention was for Foster. Tried to fox them all out of it. Good defense. Dave just rockets it away out the far side. Still ball here with the Reds. Zalewski again. Gears just wants to shut him down. Goes to prod the stick in. Decides against it. This time goes in for a more effective tackle. Kleinschmidt runs the ringer around him. Doesn't win the free. Good work now. And Jake Staines can only get it so far. So they need to keep progressing out. Good pace on the ball. This is better from Melville. Matt Willis tries to go the 1-2.
Well, lovely play by Staines. He did very well to get out of that pocket. Played the little ball to Willis. Just couldn't get the 1-2 going.
We can really hear Craig Wilson down here just yelling at his Melville players just to chase back. There was a couple of strikers just sitting on the halfway line. He urged them to get back to try and fill those spaces for the Old Aquinians strikers.
Good bit of space in front of the Reds again now. Trying to go wide, Jennings.
He's looking for Foster. Foster stopped the lead. Sometimes the forward leads and then stops, and Jennings a bit frustrated by that. Nice little lob out.
Clash of sticks. Chance to go forward again. And a big foot race into the corner for Willis.
Yeah, the last pass, you know, Willis slipped up in his last pass a minute ago, and then Reynolds, who did well, just didn't make his pass in the right space. We saw earlier Zalewski win a contest in the middle of the field, and I've got a feeling that it's those little contests and turnovers that will probably decide the game in the end.
The unexpected tackle on an experienced player. Foster turns and goes, makes his way to the baseline, needs to keep this in, couldn't quite.
Very nearly, he got around them, but unfortunately the baseline was too far, or too close.
Love his commitment over the ball, chasing that one though. He knew he pushed it a little bit too far straight away. Got into 5th gear, started chasing it down. Couldn't get there, but never gave up on it. Great ball all the way down. Just can't be taken in by Mitchell Tate.
Yeah, and Mitchell Tate makes the trap. He's running to the circle at the other end of the field. That's how quickly the game can change.
It's 3 in a row now. In very quick succession for Melville. They need to make a couple of these count. Foster trying to win the one-on-one and does.
And having to work to the umpire at the same time. He got interfered with.
Lockley, top of the circle, foot just outside.
It's a good idea by Busnell there, just trying to change the direction into the circle. Hayes here. Day's right on his ginger.
Hayes now inside the circle. Good block by Day. This one doesn't get out off the stick of Gears. No, it wasn't Gears. Play on anyway. Just threatening, peppering the line at the moment. That's a good win for Melville. Got a deflection out the side. Five minutes 30 left until half-time.
There's action at both ends.
This game hasn't been decided by more than a goal for a couple of years now. That doesn't mean it can't have multiple scores. There was a 5-4 in the mix there.
Lockley looks for Robinson, just the missed trap, and you know it is the skill errors that hurt you.
Deep into the corner. Turned over well. Rackus has got to get on his bike down the left-hand side to get onto something further up. Free goes back the way of Melville.
Well, Hayes made the tackle and then unfortunately didn't make the pass out. You've got to hang together 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 passes sometimes to get the penetration you want.
Day. Deflection off Kleinschmidt. Dangerous.
Kleinschmidt not happy with that, and I think he's right. It was pretty... Well, it certainly wasn't dangerous, I didn't think, was it? Just a bobbling ball.
Ranford back for Day. I like to set up across here very often. Cracking inside the circle now, just on the outside shoulder of all the leads.
Well, Ross all lined that one up and smacked it hard, but missed everybody. You've got to get... You've got to miss the defenders, but you've also got to find your guys. He missed the defenders and he missed all his own team. Good receive by Robinson.
Gets on his bike. 25-yard line here. Good defense again. Robinson wants it back in midfield. Good turn and go though. A little bit of pressure building here.
And Rourke Palmer, and he did very well, and then the ball got poked away from him. Should have been a long corner, he thinks so. And
he's not going to
so
get
does Kleinschmidt. Well, yeah, they make a difference, of course. You know, you have the ball in your end, well, the other team gets it and gets relief.
Staines Tries to go to the corner where no one's there. Reds are just slowly creeping a bit of ascendancy in this contest as we move through the second.
They certainly had the better of the second half. They probably didn't have the better of the first half.
Hammy Jones across the back. Fires this one up the middle. The one-on-one's lost. Melville away. Ben Staines can throw this top of the circle. Deflection just a little bit wide. Robinson trying to find someone to pass to. Good ball down the line to Filippo. Can't get around the outside of Frank Reynolds. Gets turned in under. Mitchell Tate fires it off. Keeps coming wider for Willis. Willis goes for McDougall. Just a little bit over pumped, and it goes out the baseline again.
Melville haven't been getting the ball running into the circle. They're receiving balls running towards the sideline. Suggests that Aquinas defenders have got the middle of the field covered. Kleinschmidt wins it.
Zalewski fires it down inside.
Well done, Reynolds.
One
He had to get in front.
Melville down. Staying down as well. McDougall just hits it over the sideline for the injured player. We'll have time off. 1 minute 46 on the clock.
And Day's down at the top of the circle there. They're all pointing, and I think Dan Johnson saying he didn't see what happened.
Foster. Can he beat the one-on-one? Top of the circle. Just gets pushed away by Day.
Important interception by Day there. Foster received well, was heading for the circle.
Zalewski. Little bobbly one. Chance to go on the reverse. They spin back inside. Goes aerial off the corner and then foot off Foster. Sorry, off Kleinschmidt.
Well done by Ross Hall, because the ball bounced up off Reynolds. It would have been a corner, but Ross Hall brought it down. He had to, because if it had gone into the pack, the umpire would have given the corner, I'm sure.
Matt Willis gets an invert. 1-2. Tries to play forward. They got balled on the sideline. He's good. 1 minute to go till half time. Jake Staines gives off a little ball. Stuck up in the corner with Ben Staines.
Lockley did well. Good tackling. He still got him under pressure. And there's the interception by Palmer.
Zalewski, so powerful running with the ball. Crafty on the inside, beats Gears. Stay strong over it all.
Very good control by Zalewski.
Cracking it forward. Still here, no free offered. Staines tries to go back down the line. Lockley was there to read it. They can push forward. Palmer gets the free hit. Well stopped just outside the circle to Filippo. Can't get it past Day. Day runs us into the corner, and that's the end of the first half.
Because the quality of the defence is good, the quality of the goalkeeping is good, and all over the field, whenever you receive the ball, you've got someone in your face.
The second half as well brought to you by Healthweight. Make sure you choose fruit and water as the fuel to go and play. Big sponsor and supporter of hockey in WA. As we get started, Melville just rolling back with a couple of frees. Kleinschmidt out wide, looking to snap on the reverse. Day relays across. Potter was wide. They decided to go up the spine though. Hammy Jones injects himself from the back. Gears and Zalewski go one-on-one. That's a battle we like seeing in the middle. Over the top, big chance for Matt Willis. Just can't get the stick on.
It was a beautiful pass by Gears. Exactly the right weight to it. Willis was in the right place, but he couldn't bring it down. Smith at the back. Lovely play by Zalewski. Beautiful. Read by Lockley.
Kleinschmidt over on the far side. It's the back of some great passing work. What goes the way of Kleinschmidt. They're all circling up there. They all want a piece of this. Foster, only an inch or two away from him. De Filippo keeps alive. Foster cracks a goal. That's all he needs. One opportunity. And Brodie Foster gets the first goal in a grand final with a great little ball from De Filippo, just keeping it in from the baseline.
Well, a little deflection in the circle. Missed. Not handled well by the Melville players, and Foster, given that opportunity in that position, is going to finish. And he did.
Hard for Andrew Charter as well there. He's already committed over to the left. He can't really get across, especially with Brodie Foster's pace.
Well, sloppy defence, I think. Melville would be disappointed with what happened before that. They intercepted the ball, but they didn't clear it.
Yeah, great clinical finish there by Brodie Foster. The Melville defender just lost him, and he just held back, and great pass in the circle for a good finish.
Brodie Foster, the first goal scorer in this grand final.
Would Schubert have scored that goal? I wonder. I think so.
I would have been sitting there, Rick, for sure.
Oh, yeah, that's bread and butter for a centre forward.
Zalewski. Up for Foster again now. Fancies himself with ball in hand to getting a nice slam on goal, one touch. This one just running away down the sideline. Lockley couldn't keep it in. Melville in a lot of dangerous territory here. Stick goes flying. And free goes Melville's way after all that. I believe it would have been Ben Wright who ripped someone's stick off them. Gears. Feigns forward twice. Now he talks to his players up front. He didn't like where they were leading to. Wants to make the adjustment. De Filippo, good interception coming across the back. Wants to play it quickly, and Kleinschmidt has got a big run open for Adrian Lockley. Keeps it in play, is waiting for support. Turns in himself, all the defenders come off him. That's dangerous. No. Day gets done. Kleinschmidt on the exterior. Need to be clean here. Foster another chance on the reverse. Keeps it around the circle area. Now playing for penalty. Doesn't get given it. Play on the call. Melville can attack. Big chance down the right-hand side. Matt Willis. Inside ball. Just out of reach. Ranford coming on nicely. Kleinschmidt back through the centre. This game picking up in heaps of tempo now. De Filippo. Back inside. Zalewski up for Foster. Sings it on the inside, but he had nobody else there to get the deflection. Right idea.
Well, he's hoping someone's going to be there at the far post. Kleinschmidt was just the other side. Not a bad idea, but sometimes you just have to fire it blind. Charlotte not going to be worried by that one. But really a good start by Reds. If you remember, this quarter started with the ball thrown over the head to Willis. Willis could have been running into the circle. He didn't control it, and then at the other end, a fumbled ball ended up in a goal for the Reds.
Ryan Hyder tries to go across the face. This one bobbles over them all. Should be a long corner.
Deflected outside the circle, so give it for dangerous.
Hyder again now. Gets inside. Foot there. Penalty corner.
Well, he got in the circle much too easy. Aquinas would not be happy with that. Ian Smith would be pointing and angry that that happened so easily. Hyder won the free and then waltzed into the circle, found the foot, and now a chance.
Yeah, Reds defence there just asleep. Just a much easy carry into the circle, onto the foot. Good opportunity here for Melville.
Level this game up. Don't get many better than this.
And they've got Staines and Day, both powerful weapons.
Your favourite, Brodie Foster on left post, so hard to score in there, or right post objectively. Goes to battery 2, Day fires it in. Penalty corner again, comes off Smith.
Hayes saying it hit him on the knee. Can't tell. Have to look at it again. He was running fast. You've got to be brave. Certainly hit his body. Was it the knee? Was it a bit lower? Dan Johnson saying it was a bit lower. Repeat the corner.
Same setup again, but this time Day shuffles into one. Gears, traps, Day again, fires top left.
Well, he flicked it hard but wide. And you don't get any reward if you're flicking a ball that's missing the goal.
Rackus was crafty, gave the free to Zaluski. Gears lucky not to get a green card, thought it was played on. Rackus claims the space first, no.
Yeah, Reynolds is under it. The Reds have the luxury of just taking their time in the midfield and counter-attacking. That would suit them.
Good use of the body there, Ian Smith.
He's only a little man, but he's very strong.
Good turn around the outside corner.
Lewis goes with him.
Jack Hayes there. Just cracks that one to Brody Foster, Kleinschmidt.
That's a very good pass, and Kleinschmidt again let himself down with the trap. He's in the right position.
8 minutes 10 to go in this third period. Just starts to get a little bit nervous from here on in when you're in a deficit.
Well, Harmy Jones following Lewis there, and he's a very hard man to beat one-on-one. As is Zaluski.
Loving this battle between Gears and Zaluski.
Yeah.
Both going hard at each other all night.
Two very good players.
Smile on Zaluski's face. He's giving him a bit of chat. Knows he didn't have much option. Hammy Jones comes into the space of the attacker. Trying to be really crafty with it.
Smith was putting pressure on there. He was
Willis wins the free well.
Not wanting Willis to have any space.
They're all floating around, waiting for their turn, Melville. Someone needs to lead out, be an option. The lateral ball comes in, flicked up dangerously from the Reds again.
He's saying he's got to go back to where it was made dangerous.
Ben Staines here. That's their 5. Kleinschmidt smartly comes in from the corner. Oh, good tackle as well. Kleinschmidt and Zaluski do so well. This one flicked off centre field. Day can get rid of it early down the left side. Decides to go through the middle. Now they find the left-hand wing. Just bobbling through the middle. Rackus wins the free.
Well, Reynolds fitted in there. Ball came out. And the Reds have defended. But it was a bit messy.
Yeah, they're looking better, Melville, but I don't see the aggression in these attacks there, and it causes the messiness because they wait that extra millisecond. I want to see some clean, crisp runs, just like this from Kleinschmidt up the right-hand side. No, it's Brody Foster now across the face, deflection almost there.
Well, it came off pace, but it was in the air, and it's been blown as being dangerous. Aquinas player was there.
Should be a penalty corner then.
That was one thing Coach Ian Smith really wanted their forwards to do, was present up through the middle there like Brody Foster did. Strong turn and, you know, great drive towards the circle.
Yeah, and they can afford to defend and counter-attack, having a goal lead. They don't have to take too many risks. Jennings under that, always.
Had to be careful. Gives away the long corner.
Staines did well. He stayed away and then put pressure on.
Tim Gears got to find something for his team here. Get the fans up and about. 5 minutes and change to go. Lays it back for Day, who's going to look direct. Foster gets down onto the foot. Now Gears can try to open up the angle. Does so well to Mitchell Pace. Sideline ball. Free first. Now cracking in across the face. Just goes a little bit high off McDougall. Couldn't keep it controlled.
Well, McDougall was there. If he'd made a trap, he could have been in business.
Lockley wins ball sideline.
There's a sign of how the Reds may be thinking. Just playing for field position, nothing on. Not a good sign though when you've still got 5 minutes of this quarter to go and then another quarter. You've got to be thinking how you can score. The thing that finishes the game or closes the game out is if you get another goal.
Nice wide ball. Just a little bit too wide for McDougall. Everybody just taking a bit of a breather last few minutes. We've picked up the pace for a bit. Now just a lot of jockeying for position here. Reds happy to give away a ball and roll this one into three-quarter time. They've got to be careful against a class side like Melville in a grand final though. Breaking away down the side. Hammy Jones with a big tackle.
And now he's down. Well, Hammy Jones held his position.
Ranford was screaming on here.
He was running. He pulled around him. There's the little clever ball. Ranford's running. But Hammy Jones just holds his position. He's entitled to do that. There's a collision there. And Hammy Jones then realises that he's hurt his foot in that tackle. And he may well be in trouble.
I think it's Hammy's hammy. No pun intended, it actually is his hammy. Just clutching at his right one.
Yeah, whatever it is. When he made the interception, he held his ground here, but then he jumps up to sprint for this ball. Oops, there it is. Yeah, I think that's what it is. And he may not be able to take part anymore in the game if he's done his hamstring.
Big key defender out if so.
Very important defender. He's very, very good.
Yeah, that's going to be a big loss for Reds if he can't play any further part in this game. He's the one that really holds them together there at the back, so he'll be a big loss. And I think Ashley Ranford just got a little bit winded in that competition there. So big opportunity here in the last quarter when it comes to the last quarter for Melville.
Robinson put pressure on Ranford, ran into the tackle. Hammy Jones did well, but then he's got his muscle injury, and if he can't play, then that will make a difference. Not only is a good tackler and defender and positional player, but he also has a good overhead, sometimes even a corner. They will miss him.
So another chapter could be opened here tonight. Certainly opens up a hole at the back. Someone's just got to step up from Melville here.
Well, they'd be rotating at the back anyway, but it affects your rotations. And so
it's a voice you can rely on usually. Now he's gone for the game.
3 minutes 28 to go in this period, so it won't worry them there, but when you get into the last period, the last quarter, that's when they'll find themselves struggling if they can't do their normal rotations. Smythe on the ball, Smith on the ball, there it is. We're off.
3 minutes 25 to go in this third period. After that break for injury. Good play down the right-hand side. Hall fires inside, Gears, wants to be direct again. They're just intercepting everything at the moment. Robinson just takes his legs for a walk. Brings the ball with him. Now decides to hold things up. Looks down the sideline. Play on the call. No free given. Bit of contact behind the play. Sticks are caught up with each other. Now we set up with Jake Staines. Tries to fire it back down the corner. Smith did well to win that tackle. Wears one on for his trouble on the way through. Smith gets up quickly though. Wants to keep playing with it to Filippo. Turns inside nicely of the defender. Couldn't get behind him. But now Kleinschmidt throws it forward. They're so sharp as they exit.
Well, it was a very clever pass by Kleinschmidt. He had to play it first time to Robinson. He had it come off, and Robinson was in business. Crisp passing by the Reds. They've got some purpose. That goal gives you purpose and and direction. They know they don't have to push too hard, but they also understand that on a counter-attack they can easily score.
Potter 1 free, and they decide to go quickly, flicking it forward. Needed Jake Stain just to bring that one in and under. Coming thick and fast.
Smith, good pass. Foster, well done.
Foster's got 3 to beat. He's got no support that's going to come in time, so he's just going to run this down into the corner. Look for the free now. He's got Kleinschmidt behind him if he needs. Can pass it to him. Foster just wants to go direct. Across the face of goal. Keeps working. Day, what a superb tackle that is. Doesn't give anything away. Takes Foster on. Knew that he was driven for the line. They break back away. Willis. Wide ball, just outside of Samuel Gear's reach.
You've got to think Foster, maybe if he'd given the ball early to Kleinschmidt, might have got it back again.
Yeah.
But then, you know, he looked as though he was going to pass it, tried to go along the baseline and was taken out.
Taron Hammy-Jones here is just getting some work done on his hammy. So it does look a little bit sore, but the physio's just testing it out at the moment.
Well, when you see someone go down like that, they don't normally get up and continue to play. I'll be very surprised if we see him on the field again.
Just put a whole roll of tape on it, compress it. That'll be a muscle in itself.
Yeah, but you just can't get power.
Good pace on through midfield. Mitchell Tate. Smith being a nuisance underneath. Gives away the free.
That's his job. He's got to be a nuisance in that situation, and all of the Reds are back now.
Direct ball, no receiver.
And when they're all set up there, it's hard to get the ball through, and you've got to get it through and connect with one of your own players. That's even harder. They did well to get it through, but couldn't find a connection.
Looping ball outside the reach of Day. Swaps it out for another one from the ball kid. This has to go all the way in, and the 3/4 time siren sounds. 15 minutes to go in this Hockey WA season. This Premier League hockey has been fantastic. Someone's got to be the winner right now. You've got to be in the camp of the Reds. Melville just need 2 opportunities, though, to steal their thunder.
Well, last year these two teams played, and Melville were successful. The Reds are ahead this time.
Jake Staines needs more ball in this final quarter, because you can see how quick he is with ball in hand. One decision going the way of Melville. Hall. Potter resets back and away. Potter called for it down the sideline. Hall didn't like it. Foster up in his face. Ben Staines now over in the far corner. Beats the first, goes inside the second. He goes over the top of Ian Smith.
Oh, and he said something, and Dan's given the free against him.
Just don't need that.
No.
It's a great opportunity on the edge of the circle.
Have the ball on the edge of the circle. The other team now playing it out. It's the price you pay.
Zaluski gets gang tackled. Got half a chance here. Top of the circle. Ben Staines plays on. Just too wide for Gears.
You could see what he was trying to do there. Gears started, and you know, he would have had the ball clearly in the circle, but just a metre or 2 off. They're putting pressure on. They're making things happen, but you've got to get inside the circle and be able to shoot.
Jake Staines.
Corner. Oh. No.
Almost a big opportunity.
Yeah, I think he nearly made the steal, Jake Staines, but knocked the ball up into the air, and that's why it was against him.
Grant Schubert's sideline. How's that Melville camp feeling? You're right next to their bench there.
Yeah, I think they're really trying to get the talk up here. Obviously, they're chasing this game. They're going to put so much pressure on this second half. But like we sort of mentioned, when they get that ball, here we go here.
Gears just flicks it inside the circle. Was there a foot there? Just gets fired underneath. Keeper blocks one. Penalty corner. Using the body to block. Umpire not having any of it. Hayden Walker gets done. It was a good breakaway all the way up. Ross Hall built the momentum. The entrance came from Matt Willis. Started to work really well together. This was just a silly ball across the face. Gears had a little pushing look at it. The final shot, Matt Willis. Big chance now, Melville.
Well, Haley was going for the ball and the goalkeeper really blocked him, and I think that's why the decision was given. I don't think the Reds would have any complaint about that one. And now another corner chance.
Day and then Staines. Day. Trick play. Tipped in and goal! Samuel Gears waiting at the back post on the 3-pass move. That's a pretty special move.
Well,
they waited to a good moment to bring that out.
They're not planning on that one. That came off the defender, but he made the most of it, and that's where you've got to be if you're the guy pushing the ball in. You've got to be in that position. Chance will fall for you, and Ross Hall took it.
That's why we like final sport. 1 goal apiece now. Less than 12 minutes to go. All of a sudden, now you see the Reds. A little more pace on, a little more frantic. They want to answer back quickly. That's tipped off Day, long corner.
Well, we could see some action now. 11 minutes to play.
Good centering ball. Almost gets to the back post and will now. Brodie Foster flings it across. Kept in nicely. It's going to take a deflection off. Staines out the sideline. Still Reds ball. Robinson just flicks it down into the corner.
And when you get the ball inside the circle on your stick, you want to upgrade. You want to make a pass to someone in a better position, or you want to win a corner. That's what you've got to try to do.
Yeah, it's game on down here, guys. The Melville guys are really starting to get their voices up. You could just probably tell with Tarrant going down with that hamstring, they feel like they've got a really good opportunity here. So it's up to Reds now to fight back.
Just out of the reach for Ryan Hyder out wide there.
Well, long ball. Speculative, really, wasn't it?
Recycling well, right. Shoves this down the side. Day has to field it because Foster will be hot on the tail. Just gets nudged inside Jake Staines. Taken over by Lockley. Great tackle. Now Foster takes it off him. Gets the deflection. Zach Rackus will chase this one back down for the free.
Well, if that ball had spilled for Rackus, he would have been into the circle then.
Rackus
action at both ends.
Here now. Just gives it away off his first touch. It was a little in front of him, but he works hard, stays on top. Didn't have possession of the ball, even though he got tripped. Gives the opportunity for Jake Staines down the right-hand side for Melville. Goes over the top of the first 2 defenders. Tries to fire forward and out of the reach of Hyder again.
Well, very good play by, very good play by Staines there. He slipped the ball through. It really nearly worked. I wonder why it wasn't a long corner, of course, because it did come off an Equina stick.
Dangerous ball, 25 out. So I'll take it back to where it was from. Day, not his best pass. A little bit loose by Mitchell Pace on the sideline.
Yeah, maybe Pace could have dived. At least he would have knocked it into the circle then. But yeah, the pass was just a little off. And without Harmy Jones at the back, they're not so good on the outletting, I suspect. That might hurt the Reds in this situation.
It's just their first point of call in that reset. As you see, a good break down the side. Reds, Zalewski just has to keep chasing, or he's going to go the Melville way. Tim Gears did well.
Yeah, Gears had to, and he was there. And that was important. Here's one overhead, and Melville away. And the game opens up, doesn't it?
It's not going to go back into a formation for a few more minutes now. They're just going to keep taking each other on. Free just outside from Melville.
Yeah, it came off the red stick, so it's dangerous, but it'll be outside the 25. I think that's where the breach occurred. No, inside. Oh, outside.
Day. Wants to move around the back. They're going to pace wider again if they so please. Gears through the middle. Fancies himself one-on-one half the time, but didn't like having Brodie Foster approaching from the other side.
Well, Ross Hall playing at the back probably doesn't score that many goals. He'd be very happy with this one. Maybe one of his most important ever.
Spinning inside, Ranford just gave it for Gears and they're back again. Now Day goes aerial. Melville playing the space, and there was a blatant free to come across by Ben Ryan. Big call on the penalty corner, and that's why this rule is making us talk all around the world. Aerial balls are becoming a dangerous play, and he knew he was giving away the free, and so the umpire has deemed that, well, you've intentionally really gone late there just to stop the opportunity.
But he's allowed to make the interception. If he gets the interception, my understanding is it's okay, but he didn't control it. Is that the reason? I'm not sure. That's a controversial one. The Reds didn't like it. May well be pivotal.
Send that one to the bunker over the next coming weeks. We'll break it down. It's going to be a good clip for future clarification, honestly, there. Whatever the umpires decide after the game on this one, it'd be good to see what they think.
I think if he's close to the guy and he makes it dangerous, it's a problem. But anyway, it's done. It's a corner.
Day, again now, fires this one low. Keeper gets there, back of the stick. We're going to go again.
And there's the problem with the mask.
Yeah.
They don't see what's at their feet sometimes. Zalewski just went to clear that ball and got it on the back of the stick. And so the save is made, but there's another chance. And every time you give Day another chance, it can hurt.
Day, again, fires it in the goal. Beats Foster, beats the keeper. All of a sudden, with 7 minutes to go, Melville are in front 2-1.
And on the hill there, the Melville fans are loving that.
Can we see magic here? Melville have come back from 1-0. Now they're in front. Awkward out on the sideline. They'll win this one back. Melville fans getting really involved. They're shooting to the correct end as well.
6:21 to go. When do Aquinas remove the goalkeeper?
It's going to get tight. They've got to have a look at it soon.
I think.
I think I reckon they backed themselves with probably 3 minutes.
No, earlier the better, I reckon.
But if you've got to lose another one now, after being so confident all game, you just got to give Brodie Foster one opportunity. Everyone tumbling over now. Adrian Lockley comes away with a head of space in front of him. Can just push this down the sideline, decides to whack it into Gears.
It's Walker, I think, and there it is. It's a good pass.
Setting up just outside. DeFilippo spinning back in. Works hard to keep that in play, and Day pushes it over the baseline. And how a game can turn. Schubert, actually we'll come to you after this one. We roll inside the circle again. Big chance for the Reds. Penalty corner. We're going to see some action tonight. Zalewski just so strong every time he carries.
Well, brilliant skill by Zalewski. And he lifts it. Oh, and he's saying it could have even been more. Is that deliberate? That would have been very controversial.
Grant Schubert's sideline. It was 1-0, now 2-1. All of a sudden, we could go back to 2-2.
Yeah, the tide is going in and out down here. You can feel the tension. Great work there by Aaron Zalewski inside the circle. We just needed, well, felt like someone really needed to step up big, and it was the captain of Australia that stepped up there for Reds.
Foster set at battery 1. Kleinschmidt at 2. Foster gets the call, fires at bottom left, bottom right I should say. Brilliant save by Andrew Charter. They're away down the far side. Samuel Gears just flicks it into the boot, goes over the line, find Matt Willis in the corner. Tries to go inside, outside. Doesn't trick Smith. DeFilippo over the top down the sideline for Zalewski again. Takes on Gears. Sideline ball, one-on-one again. Foster. Top of the circle, tries to fling it in. Day, Foster takes the free quickly, gets it taken off him by his other man. Lots of shouting, lots of crying. Nothing there for the Reds, and Melville are away at the other end, keeping things going. Desperation, trying to get underneath it. James Winning did well there. Kleinschmidt finds it long. No one at the top of the circle where the ball enters in at.
Well, looked like a corner. Hard for the umpire. He's looking across the circle. Dan Johnson couldn't see from this end. Corners will be unhappy with that. 4 minutes to play. You've got to think Melville would be happy with the situation.
Get another little slip down the side. Jake Staines just pushed it forward. He's coming to receive it again. In the meantime, it was tackled away. Zalewski. Just a little nudge on the outside. Crafty little play. This man, Jack Hayes, he can get everything set up at a moment's notice. 3 minutes 20 to go. The keeper's got to be getting itching soon. Trying to fire it in, dangerous.
Yeah, I think you'd be pulling your keeper off now if you're the Reds. They really need that extra player just to carry that ball forward, put this Melville team under great pressure for the last 3 minutes.
Well, you just get the penetration into the circle. You can stretch the game. You've got to think this one will go out and they'll do something. And they're not thinking of it.
Even the technical official going over to the coach, expecting it. And the coach just waiting, sitting. Jake Staines. Middle of the field, Smith ran a great line to intercept and wants to charge it forward. Experience personified. And Zane Smith runs up the field, wins the free.
Well, dangerous there. Jake Staines took the ball away. Could easily have got a sanction.
Zalewski gears, tips it over the line. Pressure building here in the grand final. Just one goal in it. It's been Reds all the way. Now Melville control the game. Inside, Zalewski, just outside the circle, the free. They need to spin and go around. Day, penalty corner, gives it away.
Well, he wasn't five. It's the ruling. Was he five? Wasn't he? Doesn't matter. It's a corner. Good play here by these two. They win the free hit just outside. It's quickly taken. No, he's not five. Not five at all.
Jack Hayes.
And Rick and Nick, I can tell you that Reds were just about to pull their keeper on the next stoppage there, so he may just stay on if this one goes in.
Thank you very much, Huber's sideline.
Yeah,
Big moment.
You wouldn't score and take him off unless you were really brave. So it's Kleinschmidt and Foster. They'll do a variation. The best way to beat Charter is with a variation, I'm sure.
Goes Kleinschmidt, just a little bit wide for the deflection. Goes out down the side.
Unfortunately, the one they did is the one that worked for them last time.
Zalewski. Just setting up over in the far corner. We're under 2 minutes to go. Jennings tries to get it inside. Deflection goes in. No call. Foster puts his hands up. Melville play away. Ball still alive here. Jake Staines thought there was nothing on. Sorry, Matt Willis. Now they're over in the corner. Got one free inside the circle. Jake Staines recycling at the back. Smith throwing his stick everywhere. Wants to get the steal back. Great work, Jack Hayes. Takes it and he's off to the races. He's got to beat Gears. Needs to find an option. Tries to set it up. Day intercepting. 1 minute 10 left. A little bit wide. Lockley brings it inside the 25 again. Zalewski tips it over. Lockley can keep it inbounds if he chooses, and does. Now Zalewski takes it straight back off him. Works it around outside. Free outside. It's already been moved to 5. Just need to push it away. Day, great tackle, and he clears it out of there. Oh, what a catch from the ball kid. Gee, if we can get that on replay, the whole stadium goes up for the young fella.
He's a Reds guy, I reckon, that kid.
Free just outside. Zalewski again. Goes the 5. Day blocks away. 35 seconds. Keeper has remained on the whole time. They don't need the extra number. They just need a chance. Stolen again. Jake Staines throws it away. The clock runs down. It's up to the Reds to get this ball back. Jennings Fires it. It's dangerous over the top. Foster at the back. Still alive with 3 seconds. One deflection across the face. And Melville are going to hold on. Gee, that was close to going in. You can't believe it. All day, Reds. They just thought they were going to come through. But Melville will be the champions once again. They scored 2 pivotal goals. And they will be your 2022 champions. How about that?
Well, there was so much activity at the end there. A bunch of chances. They really pushed hard. The Reds. Melville held on. And you've got to think that last corner was perhaps the best chance that the Reds had. Didn't quite work out. And Melville have held on